Did you know OpenAI is facing a crisis? Sam Altman declared a code red yesterday. This happened due to pressure from competitors. Google and Anthropic are catching up quickly. Their recent models are outperforming ChatGPT. The AI competition is getting intense. OpenAI's lead is shrinking in key areas. Their dominance in coding is being challenged. OpenAI is no longer in a secure position. What is OpenAI doing about this? They are shifting their focus. One of the changes is delaying advertising. They wanted to monetize ChatGPT through ads. But due to competition, it's on hold. OpenAI will focus on improving the core product. They are doubling down on what they do best. This decision is vital for their future. They need to stay ahead of competitors. Protecting their core users is key. Why delay advertising? Let's dive in. OpenAI realizes that product focus is crucial now. Advertising could bring big revenue later, but for now, the priority is to improve ChatGPT. OpenAI hasn't confirmed ads publicly yet. However, insider leaks suggest ad testing is underway.
OpenAI is in a critical situation now. They are facing fierce competition from others. Anthropic has made major strides recently. Their models are beating OpenAI in many areas. Google is catching up at lightning speed. Gemini DeepThink is one of their strongest competitors. It is showing remarkable intelligence in various tasks. OpenAI once had a massive lead. Now, that lead is rapidly shrinking. They can no longer relax. The AI landscape is constantly evolving. OpenAI needs to innovate, or they'll lose. The competition from Google is intense. It's forcing OpenAI to rethink their strategies. They must improve ChatGPT to stay ahead. Focusing on core improvements is their main goal. Delaying some features is part of this. Advertising, agents, and other projects are on hold. They want to focus on what matters most. ChatGPT's performance must remain top-notch. OpenAI's current priority is product excellence. They have learned that quality must come first. Other AI competitors are stepping up. This has forced OpenAI to reconsider its direction. They will keep pushing for improvements. But they cannot ignore the growing competition. If they don't adapt, they could fall behind. The recent success of Anthropic is a wake-up call. They've gained significant ground in AI capabilities. Their models are now seen as contenders. Google's Gemini is not far behind either. With the rise of new competitors, OpenAI faces pressure. They can no longer afford to be complacent. OpenAI must protect their market share. They can't let competitors take it away. The AI race is far from over. However, OpenAI has something unique: brand loyalty. ChatGPT is already deeply embedded in users' lives. But that alone won't keep them ahead. OpenAI must keep innovating to stay on top. If they focus on improving ChatGPT, they can win. Innovation is key in the AI industry. OpenAI must stay ahead of the curve. They cannot afford to be left behind. The competition is fierce, and the stakes are high. Only time will tell if OpenAI adapts quickly enough. But for now, all eyes are on them. OpenAI is facing tough competition right now. They have been at the top for a while, but competitors are catching up quickly. Anthropic's models have started outperforming ChatGPT. Google's Gemini is gaining more attention too. The AI race is heating up fast. OpenAI's lead in the market is shrinking. Once dominant, OpenAI must now innovate fast. They can't rely on past success anymore. The competition from Anthropic and Google is fierce. Both companies have made significant advancements. Anthropic is focusing on coding and reasoning. Google has brought its Gemini model to the front. This has put OpenAI in a tough spot. Sam Altman is aware of the challenge. He has admitted the urgency in private memos. OpenAI needs to refocus its efforts. Right now, improving ChatGPT's core features is crucial. They need to stay ahead with better features. One of their main focuses is personalization. Users want to customize their experience with AI. This would help OpenAI keep its users engaged. Personalization is one area where they can excel. By making ChatGPT feel more user-friendly, OpenAI can win. Another critical area is model improvements. They are working to improve ChatGPT's reasoning. The better the reasoning, the more valuable the tool. OpenAI must make ChatGPT smarter and faster. They can't afford to fall behind. Improving image generation is another priority. OpenAI needs a better model for image creation. Google's Nano Banana Pro is already superior. They've fallen behind in the image generation race, but OpenAI is not sitting idle. They are working on GPT Image 2 to catch up. If they want to compete, they need this. OpenAI can't just focus on text anymore. Multimodal capabilities are becoming essential. ChatGPT needs to evolve beyond text input. OpenAI's efforts to improve model behavior are important. Making ChatGPT more empathetic will keep users loyal. They need to balance performance with user experience. If OpenAI can maintain quality and innovation, they will thrive. However, the race is getting harder. The competition is more fierce than ever before. OpenAI's future is uncertain but hopeful. They are facing growing pressure from competitors. Anthropic and Google are making incredible progress. Their models are challenging ChatGPT in key areas. Google's Gemini model is getting a lot of attention. Anthropic's models are now outperforming ChatGPT in coding. This has put OpenAI in a tough position. OpenAI can't afford to be complacent anymore. They must innovate and adapt to stay relevant. The competition is forcing OpenAI to refocus. One of their main strategies is improving ChatGPT's core abilities. They are working hard on better personalization features. This would allow users to customize their experience more. Personalization is one of the most requested features. Improving model reasoning is another critical area. ChatGPT needs to reason better and more logically. Better reasoning will make ChatGPT more useful. OpenAI is also working on image generation improvements. Their current image model is lagging behind. Google's Nano Banana Pro is currently the best. To keep up, OpenAI is working on GPT Image 2. This new image model will help them compete. But OpenAI can't just focus on images anymore. Multimodal AI is becoming essential for the future. Users expect more than just text input from AI. OpenAI is also focusing on improving model behavior. ChatGPT must be more empathetic and user-friendly. Users want an AI that understands them better. Improving the behavior and tone of ChatGPT is vital. This will help keep users engaged and loyal. User experience will be one of OpenAI's top priorities. They need to balance innovation and quality carefully. The competition is fierce, but OpenAI is adapting. Staying ahead of the curve is crucial. If OpenAI can execute, they will thrive. But the competition is not backing down. The race is far from over. OpenAI's challenges are not over yet. They are still competing against powerful rivals. Google, Anthropic, and other companies are catching up. OpenAI's first-mover advantage is fading quickly. Gemini and Claude are formidable competitors now. Google has massive resources to back Gemini. Anthropic is focusing on reasoning and coding. They've made huge strides in both areas. OpenAI is feeling the pressure to innovate, but the road ahead is not easy. OpenAI needs to focus on core product improvements. ChatGPT must become more intelligent and user-friendly. They are working hard on personalization features. This is essential for keeping users engaged. Customizing ChatGPT for individual needs is vital. Personalization will make ChatGPT more useful to everyone. Another priority is improving model reasoning. Better reasoning will help ChatGPT perform better. OpenAI is investing in better training data. The goal is to make ChatGPT smarter. Better image generation is another focus area. ChatGPT's image abilities lag behind Google's Nano Banana Pro. To close the gap, OpenAI is developing GPT Image 2. This new image model could be a game changer, but OpenAI can't just focus on images. Multimodal AI is becoming essential for success. Users want a model that handles everything. Text, images, and even voice are important. OpenAI is also focusing on model behavior improvements. They want ChatGPT to be more empathetic and human-like. Users expect AI to understand their needs. Improving the model's tone and behavior is key. OpenAI must balance innovation with reliability. They can't afford to release unfinished features. ChatGPT must stay ahead of the curve. OpenAI needs to keep pushing boundaries. They cannot let competitors overtake them. The race for AI dominance is fierce. But if OpenAI executes well, they can thrive. The next few months will be critical. OpenAI's competition is only intensifying. Every day, new advancements are being made. Google, Anthropic, and others are pushing forward. OpenAI's position in the AI race is shaky. For years, OpenAI was the dominant player. Now, that lead is rapidly fading away. The gap is closing and the stakes are higher. OpenAI can no longer take its position for granted. The pressure to innovate is at its peak. Google's Gemini has already disrupted the AI market. Anthropic has been outperforming ChatGPT in key areas. Their focus on coding and reasoning is paying off. OpenAI's competitors are showing no signs of slowing down. For OpenAI to stay competitive, innovation is crucial. They must double down on core improvements. ChatGPT's personalization features need to be top-notch. Personalization will help users feel more connected. OpenAI has to make ChatGPT more intuitive. Users need a model that adapts to them. OpenAI is working hard on model reasoning improvements. Better reasoning will help ChatGPT tackle complex tasks. OpenAI is also working on image generation upgrades. GPT Image 2 is the next big thing. This new model will make ChatGPT more competitive. But OpenAI must also focus on multimodal capabilities. Text is no longer enough to compete. Users expect a multifunctional AI that can handle it all. In addition, OpenAI is improving model behavior. They need to make ChatGPT more empathetic and human-like. An AI that understands users better will win. Users want a more engaging experience with ChatGPT. OpenAI is aware of the race for dominance. The competition is fierce and the pressure is on. OpenAI must execute well to stay ahead. But can they maintain their lead? Time will tell, but the competition is not backing down. The next few months are critical for OpenAI. OpenAI faces mounting pressure from all sides. Google, Anthropic, and other companies are advancing. The AI race is evolving faster than ever. OpenAI is no longer the clear leader. Their competitors are catching up quickly. Google's Gemini and Anthropic's models are strong. OpenAI must work harder to stay ahead. Innovation has become more crucial than ever. OpenAI is focusing on core improvements. They need to enhance ChatGPT's personalization features. Users demand a more customized AI experience. Personalization will make ChatGPT more user-friendly. OpenAI is also improving model reasoning capabilities. Better reasoning means better responses for users. They are investing in training data for better results. Better reasoning will set ChatGPT apart. Image generation is another area of focus. GPT Image 2 is being developed to compete. OpenAI has fallen behind in image generation. Google's Nano Banana Pro is leading this space. The new image model is a necessary step. OpenAI also needs to expand multimodal capabilities. Users expect more than just text input. They want ChatGPT to handle images, video, and text. Multimodal AI is crucial for the future. OpenAI is also improving model behavior. ChatGPT must become more empathetic and engaging. Users want AI that understands their needs better. Making ChatGPT more human-like is key. OpenAI must balance innovation with reliability. They cannot afford to release unfinished features. The stakes are higher than ever for OpenAI. The competition is fierce and the pressure is on. OpenAI has to execute flawlessly to stay ahead. They need to innovate faster than their competitors. If they succeed, they can maintain dominance. But if they don't, they risk falling behind. The AI race is far from over. OpenAI's future depends on how they execute. OpenAI's future is hanging in the balance. The pressure to remain competitive is immense. Google and Anthropic are fierce competitors now. OpenAI cannot afford to lose its edge. Gemini from Google is rapidly advancing. Anthropic's models have outperformed ChatGPT in areas. OpenAI's first-mover advantage is quickly fading. Now they need to focus on core areas. Innovation has become more critical than ever. OpenAI is working on core product improvements. ChatGPT needs better personalization features for users. Customizing ChatGPT will enhance its user-friendliness. Users want a model that adapts to them. Personalization is key to engaging users long-term. OpenAI is also improving model reasoning. Better reasoning will help ChatGPT be smarter. They are investing heavily in training data. The goal is to improve ChatGPT's accuracy. Another area of focus is image generation. OpenAI is working on GPT Image 2. This new image model will close the gap. But OpenAI can't stop there. Multimodal AI is becoming a must-have. Users want a model that can do everything. Text, images, and even voice integration matter. OpenAI is also working on model behavior. Making ChatGPT more empathetic and engaging is vital. Users expect AI to understand their emotions. An empathetic ChatGPT will keep users loyal. OpenAI has to balance innovation with stability. They cannot afford to release unfinished features. The competition is intense and the stakes are high. OpenAI's future success depends on how they execute. They must innovate fast to stay ahead. Execution is everything in the AI race. The next few months are crucial for OpenAI. If they continue to evolve, they'll succeed. But if they fall behind, they risk losing. The race for AI dominance is not over. It's a fight for the future of AI.